without any other delay, I'll go ahead and introduce our first speaker for today. And so on my immediate right is Nuruddin Lewis. Nuruddin was born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He accepted Islam in 2002, and during his freshman year at the college at Alabama State University. He graduated there in 2005 with a bachelor's degree in biology and joined Vanderbilt. And at Vanderbilt, he is a PhD student in his third year of study in immunology and cancer biology. He's an active member of Olive Tree Education, the group that I just started introducing to you, which also deals with education and outreach, and also an active member of the Muslim Student Association as well as the community. And so I present to you Nuruddin Lewis, please.
Thanks for that introduction, Don. So as he said, my name is Nuruddin Lewis, and I'm a graduate student here. And so when I was preparing for this speech, I tried to find something about my particular journey that I thought was striking and exciting, or something that you guys may enjoy. But I must say I was a bit hard-pressed to find that. But I did find something. So I became a Muslim very shortly after September the 11th. And I'm sure many of you can remember the exact place you were when this terrible event happened. And at that time, I was a freshman in college, Alabama State University. It's in Montgomery, Alabama, not very far from here. And at this campus, we had students from, of course, just like every student, from all over, and particularly many of the students from the Northeast were very devastated. Maybe some of their family members were killed in that incident. And it was a very terrible thing that happened. And so, like I said, it was shortly thereafter I became a Muslim. But I hate to, I guess, disappoint you guys, but September 11th really, it didn't have any effect at all on me becoming a Muslim. It really doesn't have anything to do with my story at all. But at that point, I think I just want to mention that because I like to say that my choice of such a big decision as my religion, something that I'm going to follow and I believe is going to happen to me once I die, such a decision so serious as that shouldn't be based on any emotional factors or any outside influences. And so I like to say, I think I took more of an academic approach to this very serious question of what my religion should be or what I believe to be the truth. And I think this is something that we all have to face, that we should all ask ourselves, regardless of whatever religion we were brought up in, we all should make sure that, and with certainty, that what we're doing, we believe it to really be correct and we should follow it. So, I grew up in, as he said, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and in a Christian family. My mother and father were Baptist Christians, and as we grew older, we kind of went to being non-denominational. But we were very active in the church. My mother, she told me that I would either have to be an usher or I would have to be in the choir. And so my brother and I, we both chose to be ushers. And my mother was a very religious lady. She actually went to college to study religion, the Bible specifically. And so, of course, this was what I was raised up in. But I must say, to be, fair, that I participated in church a lot, but I was very young, immature, and to be honest, my involvement with religion really never developed fully, I guess, as I have now as an adult. I never really developed a fully intense approach to Christianity. I was never really fully involved, I guess. I was involved, but I should say that mentally, I don't think I was very mature to really, really follow its beliefs 100%. But of course, I went to church and participated in things like that. And so, I went off to college in Alabama State University, and it was at that time I took a course. It was called Humanities, and during this time, I had never questioned my religious beliefs. It never occurred to me that what I may be doing is wrong, because everyone else around me believed the same thing, and that's the way I was raised all my life. And I never sought to look around, I guess, around the world and see that there was any other option. I thought this Christianity was it, because everyone's doing it. This must be the way to do it. And so it was during this humanities course that really, I guess, I got exposed to different religions. And so we visited, as a part of, I guess, a class field trip, we visited a Catholic church, which was my first time ever visiting a Catholic church, a Jewish synagogue, which was also my first time doing that, and we visited a mosque, which is where Muslims worship. And honestly, at the mosque, the leader there, he got up and he spoke, and I was just very struck by what he had to say. It was something very foreign to me. I'd never learned anything about Islam before then. And so it just really struck me because of the similarities as to my own religious beliefs, and also my beliefs as just a human being, about the practicality of religion, how it should be applicable to all humans. And when I was there, I saw, it was a small group of Muslims, but I noticed that, you know, their race and their religion was very mixed. It was a very diverse group of people there, unlike my setting in the church that I grew up in. So I was struck by what he had to say.